Hey everybody, the Retwirl here, and welcome back to more of Planescape Torment. Okay, I don't know where I need to go. I need to remove Reekwind's Curse of Stench, which I can't do until I get to the upper wards. So, yep, that seems to be the only thing I have on my quest list, or on the agenda, I suppose. Okay. I mean, there's a few things I've got to do in this area. I don't know if it is to do with Anna. I know that's the painted door where we need to go through. Right, speak with Anna.
Aye? What is it you want then?
No, I've already mentioned about that. Train me in thieving skills. Sure. Alright. And some other questions. So, I'm just thinking if she works like Farad does. Because like when he puts me... Oh no, it wasn't him. I think that was somebody else. Either way, if I ask that, what did she say? There it is. She frowns, what are you on about? I wanted to learn more about stealth and thieving from you. Ah, here we go. I could. Like what? I wanted to learn more about stealth from you. She nods. Aye, well the trick to being not seen is knowing where you are, and how quick you can become part of where you are. There's some tricks I've learned. One is to hide in a place where someone's not expecting to look, like on a ceiling, or on the ceiling of a room, or even change your hiding place when they're looking for you. She smiles wickedly. There was one time I was hiding from this brace of hardheads, the law, and what I did was... Yes? Oh, doesn't even tell me. Great. And so, there the hardhead was, face down in ditchwater, his breeches gone, and the rest of his three fellas locked in the great Grandam's room, with her howling to the skies. Anne takes a breath, and there you are. If you can put the same thing to good use, it might help you hide when you really need to. Let's see, be sure to fall back to places you know well, preferably in a surrounding where there are other distractions, and if there aren't any, make some. She nods. Aye, that's the dark of it. Other questions? Teach me more things. Oh, anything you can teach me about picking locks would be appreciated. Picking at locks, well I can tell you what not to do. First is, be sure you carry a little oil or something to wet the tip of your lockpick in case the lock's stubborn. One other thing I've learned, from old Stuttercrutch Farad no less, is many of the locks in Sigil, or Sigil as she calls it, are actually patterned by this one locksmith from a stone age ago. And they have this common catch. Yeah, go on. So it was getting near peak with the first fingers of dawn creeping in, and I knew they'd be searching the attics for me, but because the attic's lock was sigil-born, I knew how to jam the catch so they couldn't force it. And it bought me enough time to scamper away across the roof with the silver it did. Nice. So that lock tumbler type is the one on which a lot of locks are based. That should help if I ever need to pick a similar lock then. That's the dark of it. So again, we'll learn more. Teach me about anything about removing or disarming traps. Well, now that's an easy one to give the knowing on. The most important thing is that someone had to set the trap and that they know about it once they've set it. So be sure to look for signs of it when you're walking where someone keeps their valuables. There was one time when I was entering the Demizen in the clerk's ward, and yes. And the fact the carpet was new around the floor of the cabinet told me had it fitted recently, so I pried it up with me dags, and dead sure there were acid stains on the stones beneath, so I knew to look for an acid blossom when I popped the cabinet and nicked his coppers. Ah, clever. So when looking to find and disarm traps, not only look for signs that they've been set, but look for signs for what someone would have had to do to avoid them once they've been set. Aye, that's the dark of it. Some other questions. What else can you teach me? Any advice on how to pick someone's pocket? Well, nicking someone's purse isn't as hard as you would think. Anna shrugs. It's mostly a matter of doing it quick and gentle like, so they don't feel their purse is getting lighter. Oops. If you're having a hard time with it, it may be in the way you're doing it. She nods at you. Show me. Well, I don't want to pick someone's pockets just randomly with you watching. Maybe another time. Now, Ah, nay, try and pick some junk from me. I'll tell you what you're doing wrong. Alright, where do you keep it? That's what you have to find out if you want to be a true-blooded thief. Alright, let me try and pickpocket you for it. As soon as you make a move towards her, Anna holds up her hand. Alright, stop, you already messed up, you have. What? You have to watch your approach, you do. You can't just be a thuckola and muscle your way up to your mark. Especially when you look like you do. Anna suddenly puts her hand on her hips and turns to look off to your side, as if disinterested. You got to act like the mark is nothing to you. Less than nothing. You don't care what he's got at all. Alright, so I act like I don't care. What then? Then you gotta make sure you strike at the right time. I usually do it when I move by someone. You should do it right after you move by someone, because they'll probably be too frightened to turn around to see where you've gone. And another thing you should do, yes. So dress down a little. Maybe try not look so threatening, and you might catch your mark off his guard. Or off his guard, if he's been hitting the bub. Alright, so try to act non-threatening, relaxed, like the target means nothing to you, then strike when you're just out of his sight. Aye, that's the dark of it. Alright, so we only have one more thing, I think. Yeah, oh, there we are. Actually, I thought I might be able to teach you some things. What, are you serious? She raises an eyebrow. You teach me? I don't think I can at the moment, but you can. Eventually. Forget it, let's move on. Right, yeah, if I go to my... yeah, that's why. Okay. Essentially, once I get to level 7, I'll have 20 points to play around with. Essentially, the way it works is you can teach Anna in, like, any of these things, like open lock, stealth, remove traps, whatever, assuming you have a skill higher than 50. So because I'm at 48, 49, 43, and 48, she's not interested. I can't actually teach her anything. It's cool.
What is your will?
And there are things I would wish to know. Talk to me about your teachings. There we go, thank you. I am a fighter again. Did that get rid of any more weapons? Yeah, it did. Of course it did. No, also my arm. I don't think I've done anything yet. No, I haven't, because I didn't get what's-his-face to decode it. Decode. Oh, I'm an idiot. To decrypt. Not even decrypt. I didn't get him to translate, because there's a special event to it. So, what I need to do... Start with talking to Anna. Yeah, there, it does actually say you can train her as well, providing you have at least 50 points in the skill you want to teach. She gets the same XP bonus as you did. Ooh! Oh, +3 to that skill! That makes sense why they're all in, like, weird numbers. Right, okay. So, it does say go into Fell shop next. Right, so because I have the severed arm, I can actually do this. Right, and here, I just want a quick save. Just to be safe, in case I fuck up. But I do have a guide here, so I'm able to follow it. Here it is. I think I have Dakon translate. Ask Dakon to translate for you. Right, yeah. Translate for me. Dakon nods. Ask what it's like. Ask him if he did the tattoos on this dismembered arm I found. Pretty sure that's it. So... yeah, translate the arm. I'm just seeing if there are any others that I'm... No, that one. So Fel examines it for a moment, tracing the pattern with his finger. He then looks up, and a series of rebuses form, hazy at first, then come sharply into focus. The arm is yours, the tattoos are mine. One tattoo speaks of a time when your path was shared by 4 others. What did he say, Dakon? Dakon studies the symbols, but he remains silent. Dakon, what is he saying? The arm is yours, the tattoos are his. Okay. So... what can he tell me about the tattoos? Did he say anything more than that?
Updated my journal.
Ah, here we go. Dakon is silent for a moment, and suddenly, instinctively, you know Dakon is lying to you. He continues on with dead level tone. The rest of the symbols are not known to me. Right, so what I shouldn't do is order him. Okay, why are you lying to me? Dakon falls silent again. He does not turn to look at you. He seems to be staring at something leagues away. The symbols, there is no good in knowing the answer to what you ask. I'm losing patience, I need answers, so that's ordering him. Since when has not knowing the truth of something ever really helped anyone, Dakon? The counselor who counsels ignorance betrays his station. I'm trying to press 2. Boom.
Updated my journal.
There is truth in your words. That truth should be known to me. Dakon is silent for a moment. When he turns to you, his eyes hardened. The symbols speak of 4 you have travelled with in the past. Okay. I'm just double checking. Okay, sweet. So, go on. What 4 are these?
Updated my journal.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. The symbols swirl before you, and you piece them together. One unloved who loves one who does not love. Oh god. One who does not see what others see and sees what others do not. One who is familiar and bound with duty. One who is a slave and his chains are words. As you finish translating, the 4 strings seem to form themselves into links, and they merge into a chain. The chain bends until it is a symbol you feel you recognize. What did he say, Dakon? Dakon isn't even looking at the symbols. The tattoo speaks of 4 minds. One was a woman who loved a man who knew her and knew not love. The other was a blind man who saw things no mortal eye could see. Another was a familiar, a mage's pet, bought and bound. And the last was a slave. Why did you not want to tell me this? The 4 are bound with a symbol that is known to me. What symbol? The symbol sharpens, gaining edges that are almost painful to your eyes. It is Torment. It is that which draws all tormented souls to you. Fell nods at your left arm, at your shoulder. The flesh knows it suffers even when the mind has forgotten. And so you wear the rune always. What did he say, Dakon? The symbol is Torment. He says that you have always worn it, for the flesh knows that it suffers, even when the mind does not. Right, so enough about the symbol. I see, can you tell me anything more about the 4 on the tattoo? Dakon is silent again. I will not speak of it here. Ask when what we speak of will be for the ears of those that walk with you. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it says talk with Dakon again once you're done with Fel. Very well, does Fel say anything about the other tattoos on the arm? Fel examines the arm, tracing the other faded tattoo, or tattoos, upon its surface. As he does, they each appear as a symbol above his head, hazy at first, then coming into focus sharply. He turns to face you, once forgotten, now remembered. You may wear them again if you wish. What did he say, Dakon? He says that the arm wears forgotten tattoos. He has remembered them now. They are yours if you want them. Okay, I'd like to see all the tattoos he has available. So are these like new ones? Tattoo of the Warrior. Plus armor class, strength, base hit points, only by fighters, of course. The tattoo of Anna, which is weird. It's like I can put that on me and it gives me a bonus. Well, literally, it gives me a bonus to dexterity and screws over everything else. Tattoo of Dreams of Ez-Anon. 2 to save spells and 2 base hit points. Oh, so these are actually for anybody. Okay. Restless Dead. Again, that invokes Bless. The Bone Singer. Hold Undead. Oh, that's one that only has a limited amount of uses. Lost Incarnation. Tattoo of the Skull, of course. Negative Wisdom, plus Charisma. Lost Incarnation. Whoa, what? When worn, the tattoo seems to bring out a survival instinct in you, forcing your body to react to any damage you take and heal wounds faster. Oh. Some of the memories of hiding beneath Sigil will return to you, giving you the benefit of the previous incarnation's experience. Wait, it can only do this once, but even after the tattoo is invoked, the increased regeneration rate will remain. So, okay, that explains why it's called what it is. Tattoo of the Lost Incarnation. Tattoo of Silent Coins, Weeping Stones, usable only by Nameless One. Oh shit! Okay, these seem like a good one. Like the ones that give me experience. I don't really care for what they give. Not particularly. Silent Coins. Wait. Some memories of living on Sigil streets. God, I need to realize which ones there are. So, I think it's these 4. Previous, Lost Incarnation, Waste in Darkness, Weeping Stones, Silent Coins. Maybe even, no, not Accuracy. So I think it's these 4. If these are all only usable by the Nameless One. Grants experience points when invoked. Does it give me more than that? Wait, so what's it actually say? Even when the tattoo is invoked when the experience has been gained, the tattoo and the pickpocket bonus will still remain. I get the feeling I can't invoke all of these. In which case I'm kind of disappointed. I'm gonna buy them all. But I guess we'll see. So it's that one. Just double check. That one. Yes. That. I think it's just those 4. That's a lot of money, but yes. Let's make sure I don't have any or anything I can sell. I do not. Okay. So, can I just use the tattoo? I can. Oh, okay. So invokes. Oh, I see what it means now. Yes, grants experience points when you invoke it. But if I want the increased regeneration rate, I have to wear it. Don't know why I didn't really assume that. I was about to say, where are the others? But I need to be a fighter for... Oh no, a thief for that. That one is... That doesn't actually matter. Silence also need to be a thief. Interesting. Were there any others? I just want to double check. Of greater might. No, that's only by fighters. Greater action, by thieves. Health and greater health. Enduring. And enduring grows strong. It's looking like no. So I mean, that's good. Because I don't really want to spend more money on bloody tattoos. Hang on, just double check. Yeah. Okay. Wait, what? The memory of the city in the dream. Oh, I do remember this place. Yeah, the cries of Ezanon. We had to help the dude that would not stop crying about this place. Huh. Interesting. It doesn't seem that actually has a use, though. Right, time to invoke a bunch of memories. Right, the Lost Incarnation. If you choose to tap into the tattoo's power, some of the memories hidden beneath Sigil will return to you, giving you the benefit of the previous incarnations. Oh. Wait, if I choose to tap into it. I'm assuming, maybe I have to wear it? Done. I'm confused. Or do I just get XP from it? Oh.
Done.
Okay. That was weird. Can I talk to myself? Okay, it seems I did nothing. Interesting. How do I invoke? I'm just thinking, like, can I use? What if I invoke it while it's equipped? I can't. So it does just grant experience points. Okay. I guess. I just want to see. So, okay. I'm a fighter. Right, make me a thief. I didn't want to do that. Make me a thief.
What is it you want then?
Train me in thieving. I want to give it up. Yeah, whatever. Cool. Oh god. I was about to say what the hell happened. Right, I can use all the others. So, Wasting Darkness. These are by thieves. So if I click before I do, check statistics. 29,073. Right. I thought it would actually have, like, a use. 30. Okay. So it is actually giving me XP. I thought it would actually, like, have a cutscene and everything, but it seems it doesn't. Which is a bit of a shame, but whatever. So that's only usable by me. Bloody hell. I still think I'd rather have that. An increase to wisdom's always a good thing. Ah. So, literally when it says the previous, or memories of a previous incarnation will be known to you, basically just means that it gives you a small XP bonus. Or a small amount of XP there and then. I mean, that's cool, but I thought it would actually have dialogue, so I think I had my expectations a bit too high. Not to worry. Doesn't really matter. Either way, I'm going back into the Gathering Dust bar just to drop off the tattoos. I mean, none of them really interest me that much. Not particularly.
I'm gone.
I believe this is where all the other shit is. Aye, it is. Right, tattoo. One intelligent. Okay. Did I get rid of that? I don't remember if I did. It did say there was 4. So that makes sense as to why there were 4 I could buy. Usable by thieves. There you go, Anna. You can use the club. Oh wait, yeah, too far away. Of course she is. Well, I put away all the stuff I wanted to get rid of. If I get... Can she actually use that? Really? Usable by fighters and thieves. She is a thief. I suppose it's because of the way she looks. She doesn't really have arms that would allow her to use an arm as a weapon. Which is why she's so good with the... I can't remember what they're called. Punch daggers? Yes, there we go. I also got rid of all of the skulls, that's right. And the junk. Mostly because I assumed I won't be needing to go back down to the berry village. Okay, right. So, I'm trying to think whereabouts I am now. I need to speak with the con mod, don't I? I might as well speak with him as I'm a thief, because it might give me enough XP to level up to level 7, and then I can train Animal.
What is your will?
Things I would wish to know. Is it about his travels? There. When Phil was describing the tattoo on my arm, you said you knew the symbols. So the symbols speak of for you have travelled with in the past. What for are these?
Updated my journal.
The tattoo speaks of 4 minds. One was a woman who loved a man who knew her and not love, or knew not love. The other was a blind man who saw things no mortal I could see. Another was a familiar mage's pet, bought and bound. And the last was a slave. Uh-oh. Oh no. Ah, really? Which one of them was you, Dakon? I don't want to say were you the slave, because I don't want to piss him off. Not particularly. Okay, which one were you, Dakon? Dakon is silent for a moment, and the surface of his blade swims, as if in turmoil. Know that this one owed you a service. In owing this to you, it became as slavery. Oh no. How did this come to be? Know the tale is long, the matter is between me and the other that was once you. Know that if you hear it, know it shall be a long tale. I would hear it. Upon the rolling plain of limbo, the people shape cities from the chaos with their thoughts. Know that there is no place for a divided mind. Dakon raises the blade from his shoulder and holds it before him. As he stares at it, it sharpens until it is almost as thin as a piece of paper. Right, okay, go on. A divided mind is an unfocused mind. A divided mind fractures walls and weakens stone. As Dakon speaks, the edges of the blade corrode slightly, the metal misting and melting along the edges. Many divided minds may destroy a city. I understand. Go on. Long have I known the words of Zerthamon. Through my voice, many have come to know the words of Zerthamon. The Zerth protect the community from all threats, whether to the body or the mind. They are the guiding stones in the chaos. So it came to pass that I spoke the words of Zerthamon without knowing the words of Zerthamon. It came to pass that I no longer knew myself. So you doubted the words? No. Dakon's voice is edged, and his blade sharpens in response. I knew the words, yet it came into my heart that perhaps others did not know the words of Zerthamon. Or the words as Zerthamon knew them. And so division formed. As my mind became as my mind became divided, those that looked to me as a guiding stone became divided. Many hundreds of scores of Githzerai doubted. What the hell is that? So Shraktlaw died that day. So those that followed you came to doubt the words as well, and the city was weakened. The enemies of Zerthamon came, know that their hatred of his words and the people lent their blades strength. Know that they sensed the weakened city, that they brought war with them. Many Githzerai drowned in the chaos and beneath the blades of our enemies. Small beads of metal appear on the surface of the blade, as if it is blistering. Know this happened long ago. What happened to you? As I fell from the walls of Shraktlaw, know that myself was broken. My blade was missed, my mind divided, I was adrift upon limbo's seas, and I wished to drown. I died for days, my mind awash in division. When death finally came to me, it wore your skin, and it had your voice. Me? You asked that I hear you. As the con says the words, your vision bleeds. Oh. Your vision bleeds outwards, and a crawling sensation begins to worm its way through the back of your skull. You feel nauseous for a moment and your vision is suddenly as chaos, smeared, twisted, and you are someplace else, someplace in the past. Ooh, I don't know what I should do. Do I shake off or surrender? Usually when it comes to a memory, I surrender. I'm just double checking if it says anything. I'll surrender to it. This might be a bad idea, but whatever, we'll see. Ooh. So everything around you is in turmoil. Your vision is hazy, swirling, dizzying, all at once. There is mist, pockets of fire, islands of mud, stone and ice-covered rocks swimming through the plane like fish. Impacting and dissolving droplets of water arcing through the howling air and lashing your skin like teeth. You choke back your nausea and you steady yourself. This is the plane of limbo. All is chaos, nothing is stable. You focus on the dying man that lies before you. It is why you have come to this place. Okay, so the Echo. Examine the Zerth. See if he still lives. The man is a Githzerai, his body embedded in an earthen pocket that swirls around him. Unconsciously, he has formed a grave from the elements, and though bits of fire and water lick at his face, he does not respond. His hands are ashen, his coal black eyes focusing on nothing. His emaciated frame speaks of starvation, but you know it is the least of his wounds. It is faith, that dealt him the mortal blow. Look for the blade he carries. Oh, wow, this is cool. In his limp left hand is a twisted mass of metal, its surface having melted around his hand like a gauntlet. As you watch, it steams and hisses, like a diseased snake. The Githzerai does not seem to be aware of it, but it is that weapon that has brought you here. So the Echo. Dakon Zerth of... I can't even say it. Shracht Law Drowning, last wielder of the Karok Blade, know that I have come to you with the words of Zerthamon. Carved not in chaos, but in stone, carved by the will in an unbroken circle. At the word Zerthamon, Dakon's eyes roll in their sockets, and they attempt to focus upon you. With effort he cracks his mouth to speak, but only a dry hiss emerges. You bring forth the stone from your pack and hold it before him so he can see. Know that the words of Zerthamon inscribed upon this stone are true, and know that your divided mind need be divided no longer. All you must do is take the stone and know, and you shall know yourself again. Oh my god, so it was us that gave him the unbroken circle. What the hell? Dakon's eyes flicker over the unbroken circle of Zerthamon, and for a moment you think he might be too close to death to recognize it. Then the right hand twitches and he pulls it slowly from its earthen prison. The clumps of earth streaming off it become water in Limbo's chaotic winds. His skeletal hands clutch the stone like a drowning man, and his eyes flash. Know that I have saved your life, Dakon Zerth of Shracht Law.
Updated my journal.
6k! Holy balls! Dakon's eyes turn from the stone and flicker over to you, and he hisses again. Too dry for a moment to muster the word, he blinks slowly, then speaks, his voice barely above a whisper, but the words are what you wanted to hear. My life is yours, until yours is no more. Close your eyes, return to the present. Wow! The con is silent, I hear your words, the chaos in my mind became still, I knew myself again. So, you got the circle from me?
Updated my journal.
Yes, in knowing its words I knew myself, but did it save your life, Dakon, or did it divide you further once you studied the circle? The con is silent for a moment, but his blade writhes, as if in pain. He is slow to speak again, and when he does, his voice is somber. It divided me. Then, did I save your life, Dakon, or did I only add to the pain you already felt? Those words of Zerthamon's. They only seem to divide you more. I see it when you pore over the teachings. Dakon is silent. I say that I never saved you, Dakon. I only raised you from near death so that you might die again. If you had died at Shracht Law, then you would have known peace. Your words carry the weight of truth. The death I would have died at Shracht Law, that would have been the last death. Every day I've lived since is a new death. Oh god, I don't know if I want to say number one, I don't want him to leave. You need serve me no more, Dakon. I never saved your life. I only killed you twice. You owe me nothing. No. Oh, okay, cool. Dakon's forehead creases in pain and his eyes stare through you. It is not your word that carries the weight, and your word will not free me. The word that chains me is mine, the torment is mine. I know in my heart that the chains remain. Words will not free them. Is there any way you can be freed? You must die a final death. Yet your path is not death's path. There is no resolution to this matter. I swear I will find one, Lacan. I will find one that sets you free.
Updated my journal.
Lacan's voice becomes ragged, as if he is... suddenly becomes sick. No, you have added other words to my words. His expression is pained and his gaze meets yours. Now you have changed us both. Whoops. I see. There are other things I would know. Oh boy. What the hell is this? Oh, whoa, there's loads. There's so many things. I want to talk about our travels. So... about the others. I don't want to say you were the slave. So, what can you tell me of the four? The woman was young, she worshipped time, for in her blood she knew of things to come. The archer was a blind man, and he could see things that no other could see, or no other one could see. The path of his arrows always led to the heart of an enemy. The familiar and the slave I know little of. See things to come. The woman's name wasn't... I don't even know how you say her name. Dianara, was it?
Updated my journal.
Know that Dianara was the name she carried. Oh. So what do you know of the archer? I know little of him. I know he was a soldier. I know that alcohol had taken a portion of his life. In blindness, he had come to know a different sight. In knowing this, he had become strong, yet he did not know his own strength. Do you know what his name was?